Hello all, welcome to another video from Btech. So last class in electrical circuits was about Thevenin's theorem. There we discussed that any complex circuitry that contains many resistors and many energy sources like current source, voltage source, etc. Such a complex circuitry can be converted to one single voltage source and a single resistor that is kept in series. Isn't it? That particular circuit was called this Thevenin circuit. So similar to this Thevenin's theorem, we have another theorem, that is Norton's theorem. Here also we reduce a complex circuitry that contains many number of resistors and many number of current source or voltage source. This complex circuitry will be cut short to one single current source and a single resistor. But here this time we connect these two things, that is the current source and the resistor, in parallel. Okay. This is just similar to this Thevenin's theorem. Actually, this Norton circuit is an analogy of this Thevenin circuit. That is, in Thevenin circuit, we connected this voltage source and resistor in series. But here in Norton circuit, we connect the current source and the resistor in parallel. So this is the statement. As you can see, any linear circuit containing several energy sources and resistors can be replaced by a single constant current source that is in parallel with a single resistor. So that's the statement. And please check out this circuit. This is a complex circuit containing 4 resistors, 2 voltage source and a current source. So this can be reduced to a circuit that contains one single current source. Current source is represented by an arrow in a bubble and a resistor. So this time the resistor is known as Norton resistance, Rn, and the current source is called In. Okay, and here this terminal is the load terminal, as we had in this Thevenin circuit. This is the load terminal AB. Okay, across which we connect our load resistance RL. So this particular circuit is known as Norton's circuit. Okay, so let's try out some problems. So this is the question, and our task is to reduce this circuit to a current source and a resistor in parallel to it. And here is the load terminal AB. In the circuit, this load is 5 ohm resistor. Okay. So load resistor is ready, RL equal to 5 ohm. Now our aim is to get the IN value and RN value. Okay. So first step is to find Rn, and let me say that finding Rn is equal to finding RTh. That is, we have the same steps that we had in finding RTh to get the Rn value also. What all are the steps? Open current source, short voltage source, remove load resistor. So let's read out the circuit. We have to short the voltage source. That is, over here we have to short it, and we have to open the current source. Then it will be like 3 ohm, 6 ohm, and an open circuit for the current source. And we have the load as 5 ohm. So let's remove the RL. So let's remove the RL also. Okay. Now we have to take the net resistance viewing from this side. This is the RL side, load side, isn't it? So get the reduced value of these 3 resistors. So here 3 and 6 are in parallel because both have common ends, and the value is in series with 10. So it is 2 plus 10, that is 12 ohm. So 12 ohm is your Rn. Okay. So Rn is ready, 12 ohm. Next we have to find In. To find In, the step is remove RL and short this load terminals. After removing the load, you have to short the load terminals. Okay. So here is the circuit. So what are the steps? Remove RL first. We have to remove this load resistor and short load terminals. Let's short this load terminals AB. And In is the current that passes through this shorted terminal, I mean the shorted branch. So here this IL indicates In. Okay. Now this is our circuit and we have to find the value for the current that passes through this AB. Okay. So I think we can have a source transformation here. Why? Because here it is seen that a resistor and a current source in parallel combination. So in my last video I have said about this source transformation, that is any current source which is kept in parallel to a resistor. Current source have value I and resistor has the value R, can be converted to a series combination of resistor and a voltage source. So voltage is IR and resistor is the same R. So here 6 ohm and 1 ampere can be reduced like 6 ohm, a resistor 6 ohm and a potential, a voltage. Here since the current is moving upside, we must have the positive polarity in the upper side. So here it is 6 into 1, 6 volt. Okay. Now I have to replace this value, I mean this combination over to here. So let me redraw the circuit. So this is the circuit and you need to get the value for In here. Current that passes through this 10 ohm, isn't it? So I think we can make use of KCL here, Kirchhoff's current law, KCL, and at which point? At this point, node A. Okay. So before applying KCL, we have to search for a reference point. So let that reference point be over here, and here the voltage value is 0. Okay. You can check out my last video on KCL. Anyway, let's start KCL application at node A. Okay. So before that, the voltage at point A, let it be VA. Okay. Now we have 3 branches, that means 3 currents going out. Since the direction of current is not given, I have put outgoing currents. Okay. So the first current is VA minus 10 divided by 3. Why? Because current means voltage difference divided by resistance. So the voltage difference here is, since the current is going from right to left, we have to write potential at right side minus potential at left side. It is 10 divided by 3 ohms. Isn't it? Plus in the center we have the current VA minus 6. Isn't it? Current is flowing from upper side to lower side, so it is VA minus 6 divided by 6. Plus finally the third current is VA minus potential in the right side of the 10 ohm resistor is 0. So VA minus 0 by 10 is equal to 0. So now solving it out, we will get the value for VA, that is VA by 3 plus VA by 6 plus VA by 10. Always collect all the unknown variables, I mean VA terms minus the constant terms. Let's collect now the constant terms, that is 10 by 3 minus 6 by 6, that's 1 over. Okay, so it's like VA by 3 plus VA by 6 plus VA by 10 equal to 1 plus 10 by 3. I think we can multiply completely with 30. So 30 by 3 is 10 VA plus 30 by 6 is 5 VA plus 30 by 3, I mean 30 by 10 is 3 VA equal to 30 plus 30 by 3 again 10, 10 into 10, 100. Solving, VA equal to 7.22 volt. Okay, but our aim was to find this IN, isn't it? Anyway, VA is got as 7.22 volt. So what's the current through this 10 ohm resistor? Current through 10 ohm resistor is voltage across this 10 ohm, that is 7.22 volt divided by 10, which is 0.722 ampere. So this is your IN value. Okay, and your RN value was 12 ohm. So IN value is 0.722 ampere. Okay, so this is your answer, or this is your Norton circuit. Okay, but the question is not yet over. Hence, find the current IL through the 5 ohm resistor. We have to find the current through the 5 ohm resistor. Next task is to get this current. Let's copy the circuit. So next task is to get the current through the 5 ohm resistor, the final step. Okay, here we can make use of the current division rule. That is 0.722 ampere is coming from this side, and it gets split to this way and this way. Okay, so current through RL is equal to main current 0.72 into opposite branch resistance, that is 12 ohm divided by net resistance 12 plus 5. Okay, now the value is 0.508 ampere. I have uploaded one video saying about this current division rule. Please check out and go through the steps. So here is our answer, and it is done using this Norton circuit analysis. So hope the video is clear for you, and if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe it. Till we meet in the next class, this is Meenu signing off. Thank you and take care.